Hey nigga, you human. It's okay to have emotions. Don't try to act like that shit that bruh said to you at the party didn't hurt you and it didn't get to you. Don't try to act like the fact that that girl that you was with, she cheated on you. Oh, don't try to act like you cold hearted and don't try to act like that shit didn't hurt you, nigga. No, that shit got to you, nigga. See, that's a thing that a lot of people struggle with, bro. And especially men, bro. And fuck my ashy hands, right? A lot of people, especially men, try so hard to avoid our emotions and avoid our feelings and avoid how we feel. That's why a lot of men are out here committing the H word and the S word because we don't express our emotions. We gotta stop doing that shit. So if you're watching this video, man, express how you feel, bro. Express how you feel. Do not be afraid to express how you feel. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why you afraid to express how you feel. The reason why you afraid to express how you feel is because you afraid of what other people gonna think. You care too much about what other people think about you. You care too much about if other people gonna value your emotions or not. When in reality, that shit don't matter if they value your emotions. What do you think about your emotions? Do you think you should feel that way? Do you think you should feel sad? Do you think you should feel happy? Do you think you should feel angry? If so, then feel that shit. And feel that shit from the heart and let that shit out and let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to act like you're not hurt. Stop trying to act like you cold-hearted. The reason why people act cold-hearted is because they try to block off their feelings. When you go through that feeling goes away. And I bet that shit got through so many people's heads, right? I'm going to say that again. When you go through that emotion goes away. One thing that Von Two Cut always said, and I know y'all on me about Von Two Cut by now, but fuck y'all, I don't care. But I watch that nigga, I don't care. One real thing that he said is something like, niggas think true masculinity is toughness when it's actually insecurity. Hey, I'm gonna say that again. True masculinity is not toughness, it's insecurity. The reason why you try to be tough is because, bro, you're insecure. You're insecure about looking like a bitch. You try to prove yourself that, oh, I'm tough, I'm this, I'm that, I ain't no bitch. The reason why you trying to prove to yourself that you're not a bitch is because you feel like a bitch. And do not let that go over your head. That's some real nigga shit. A lot of niggas out here be trying to act tough. They be getting on the internet trying to act so hard, and not even on the internet necessarily. They be in the streets trying to act so hard like they really about that life, when in reality they really not. They just trying to put on a facade and they trying to look so tough because they don't want to look like a bitch. They was told that if I don't tote this gun, if I don't tote this or that gun, or if I don't tote this, or if I don't tote that, or if I don't sell this, or if I don't sell that, they was told that if I don't do those things, I'm not a tough guy. The toughest nigga in the room does not have to act like the toughest nigga in the room. Go through your subconscious mind or your conscious mind or whatever you want to call it and release everything that you've been through emotionally, release all that trauma that you've been through, and just let it the fuck go, bro. By trying to hold on to it and try to act like it don't hurt you or try to forget about it, bro, that's gonna create more problems and you're not gonna feel good, bro. Your body's gonna be all tense and you wonder why you so tense all the time. You wonder why you so uptight all the time. The reason why you so uptight all the time is because your trauma and all that shit that you've been through, since you're holding that in, since you're bottling all that shit in, that shit literally manifests physical pain within your body, and your body is on survival mode because it's like, okay, cool, I don't want to go through that shit again, so I'm gonna be so uptight and I'm gonna be so tense to fight all that trauma so it won't come through my way. When no, bro, that's not the way to do it. You have to release all that trauma and heal through that trauma, bro. You don't have to fully heal, because I understand you're human, you're not perfect, you can't fully heal. You're human, it's okay to have emotions, right? But my thing is, let most of that trauma go and let most of the things that you've been through go. Realize, okay, I went through that shit. Damn, that shit was fucked up. It's all good though. That shit had to happen to me for a reason, because if that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be the man or woman that I am today. So, okay, shit, I've been through that. Alright, cool. I accept that I've been through that. Now it's time to let that shit go. And really breathe in and breathe out as you're saying all that shit to yourself. So all that trauma and all that shit that you've been through, that shit is going away. It already happened. It's the past. But by doing this, you will accept anything that happened to you in the past. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the past, anything that happens in the past does not exist. Because if it don't exist now, then it never existed. That's some real nigga shit. If it don't exist now, then it never existed. Once you let go of all that shit that you've been through and all those traumas and stuff, you'll be able to grow. The reason why a lot of people aren't growing emotionally and a lot of people aren't growing as far as their mental health is because they're holding on to all that trauma and they're holding on to all that anger and all that hurt, which is stopping their growth. You are a plant in the ground, but since you're holding on to all that trauma and to all that hurt, you're stopping yourself as a plant from growing. That trauma and all that stuff that you've been through is like a knife in your heart. And you can only feel better once you let that knife go. Nobody else feels your trauma but you. Nobody else can take that knife out your heart but you. Let that wound heal. And how you let your wound heal? You let your wound heal by pouring love into your wound. Pouring love into your heart. Now that all that bad shit that you holding on to is letting go of, you can now pour love into your heart and you will be in less of a survival mode. If you don't give love to yourself, then nobody else gonna do it. That don't mean be cocky. That don't mean think you better than everybody. No, it's simply just saying, damn, bruh, I came a long way from all the shit that I've been through. Like, for real. Like, I'm really that nigga for getting through all that shit. Now let's go, bro. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, bro. I'm that nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Like, really have that hype in your heart. Like, really have that love in your heart. And just really turn that love into excitement. Like, yeah, I'm that nigga. I really came a long way. Like, let's go. Like, let's get this money. Like, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Like, really, like, wake up and just be like, let's go. Like, let's get it. I'm that nigga. Let's go. You feel what I'm saying? Don't think about the shit that you've been through in the past, bro. Accept that shit and move the fuck on. Don't even wake up in the morning like, damn, I came a long way. No, bro. Because imagine yourself in a car, right? And the past is all the cars behind you. And the present is what the fuck is in front of you. If you driving on the road, aka the present, and you look back at the past, you gonna crash, my nigga. One book I want y'all to read is Growing Up is Empty. Stay a Child, Stay Love, Stay Art by Von Tucut. And I don't care that y'all on me about Von Tucut. I know y'all probably on me by now about him. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I want y'all to go read that book. Go get that book off of Amazon. It's like, what, $20? It's probably like $14, bro. Go get that shit, nigga. And it teaches you how to heal your trauma. And it teaches you to be in that childlike state and have that inner child forever within you. Instead of using your trauma as a knife, use it as a paintbrush to create art. And that doesn't necessarily have to be drawing. It could be, if you know how to make music, go make music. If you know how to rap or sing, speak your trauma up on a beat. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be drawing. It can be drawn if you know how to draw. But release your trauma in some type of way. Use your trauma as something that can create art, and that's something that's gonna get you a long way in life, rather than using it as something that is attacking you and that's using it as something that is trying to hurt you. Your trauma is not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you. I'm gonna say that again. Your trauma is not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you. It's meant to help you realize how far you became, and it's meant to help you realize that you are not your trauma. I'm gonna let everybody know this right now. You are not your trauma. You are not the things that you've been through. You are not your experiences. Your experiences are just learning lessons. Being a bigger person is being a real nigga. One thing y'all gotta understand is everything does not require you to react negatively. Just because something negative happened to you does not mean you have to react to it in a negative way. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. So if something negative happens to you, you don't have to choose to react negatively, because when you react negatively, more negative things are going to happen. But guess what? If you react positive to a negative situation, then you're eventually going to have positivity in your life at the end. Another way to express your emotions, especially as a man, is understanding that you do not have to get aggressive to get your point across. Now, if you're talking to your homeboys and they a little hard-headed and they don't comprehend anything that you're saying, then you might have to yell at them a little bit. You might have to get a little yell. You might have to be a little hard on them, be a little tough on them. But you never want to get loud and aggressive when expressing your emotions, especially when you talking to a woman. Because one thing y'all men got to understand is that females are very emotional and they're very reciprocative. You might be watching this right now and you in an argument with your girl, or you probably get into a lot of arguments with your girl, and a lot of the times those arguments only started because you got loud and aggressive. One thing you gotta understand as a man is you don't gotta get loud with no female at all, bro. I don't get loud with no female because I'm a grown ass man. I know I'm 17, but I'm a grown ass man. What the fuck I look like arguing and yelling at and getting loud with another grown ass woman? Like, how that sound? Like, we grown. Like, let's just talk it out in a calm way. 9 times out of 10, all them arguments that you having with your girl don't even want to fucking argue, bro. Sometimes, or most of the time, or 9 times out of 10, she just want to be heard, bro. Like, just sit there and just listen to her. Like a lot of females don't argue because they want to argue. They want to argue to express their emotions. So what you want to do as a man is you want to just sit back and like, and just smile with her like, yeah, baby, I understand you. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. And even if, and I'm gonna give y'all another gem. Even if you not wrong, just say that you wrong, bro. Because life is not about being right all the time, bro. As a man, you shouldn't be worried about being right because you operating in ego. If you worry about being right, the only reason why you want to be right is because you insecure. So what you want to say is, hey, I hear you, baby. I understand you. I understand you. Hey, what you want to eat though? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And or you can ask her, I understand you, baby. What can I do to help you? You feel me? Like that. Like that's one thing you could say when she's expressing her emotions and she getting all loud and she getting all attitudey, she get an attitude. That's one thing you can say to her, or that's one thing you can ask her. Be like, I understand you, baby. Like, this is what you can say to her altogether. I understand you, baby. I understand that. What could I do to help? Like, you know what I'm saying? You want something to eat? Like, what you want to eat? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna get rid of all that tension and all that anger and all that attitude that she got, and she gonna be a happy female. Cause one thing about females now, hey, don't tell no female that I told you this, but they like food, bro. They like to eat, bro. So once they get an attitude, as soon as you get her some food, bro, that attitude gonna be gone like this. Like, it's gonna be like, as soon as you buy her food, you gonna feel like a fucking magician because you made her fucking attitude disappear. Ooh, that's a bar, but hey, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's a bar. Hey, I'm a rapper. Hey, y'all go check out my music, Queasy, in the description. Got all my music and shit, and I'm working on an album, but that's a whole nother different story, right? But yeah, that's one way that you can avoid having arguments with your female. One thing I don't do with my significant other, I don't have arguments with you. I'm going to have a conversation with you, and I'm going to try to understand what it is, because it's not me against her. It's us against the problem. I'm going to say that again. It's not me against her. It's us against the problem. Instead of trying to fight her and try to argue with her, let's try to fight the problem. I'm going to let you know right now, if you have to yell at a girl to get your point across, then that's not the girl for you. You need to leave her, you need to pack your stuff, and you need to dip, my nigga. You feel me? Like, the door is, like I said, right there, right behind me. Whatever happens to you, if you get mad about it, then that's truly your fault. That's nobody else's fault but yours. You chose to get mad about that specific thing, which is why it's negative. And one more thing I gotta say to y'all, man, is do not express your emotions for the reactions of other people. Express your emotions for you. I'm going to say that again. Do not express your emotions for the reactions of other people. Express your emotions for you. Express your emotions to make yourself feel better, not to make everybody else feel better, and not to make everybody else understand you, because it's not other people's job to understand you, bro. It's not your job to be understandable, because ain't nobody gonna understand you like you do. So when you express your emotions, that's why you gotta express your emotions for you and not nobody else, because only you can understand your emotions better than anybody else on this planet that we call Earth. The moral of this video is, don't be afraid to express how you feel. If you feel sad, let it be known, bro. If you feel angry, let it be known. Shit, if you feel nervous, let it be known. Shit, if you feel happy, let that shit be known, my nigga. Like, do not be afraid to express and verbally speak how you feel, because when you speak how you feel, psychologically, all those things that you feel are gonna be gone. So, bruh, let's say, bruh, and I know I keep bringing female nature into this, but let's say you a guy watching this video and you see a girl over there, bruh, and she look good as hell, but you too nervous to go talk to her. What I want you to do is, I want you to go talk to her anyway, and just relax, bruh, and just walk with your chest out, your head up, and even if you're nervous, just let her know that shit. Like, hey, little mama, I ain't gonna lie, I'm low-key nervous right now because you look good as hell, but it would be wrong of me to not come up to you and approach you, but I just want to let you know right now I'm nervous as hell because I ain't never seen nobody look as good as you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta say nothing extra like that, but you could just let her, bro. If you're nervous, bro, let her know that you're nervous. And 9 times out of 10, you're not even gonna be nervous no more because guess what? All that nervousness is released because you let it be known and you express it that you're nervous. So that nervousness is going away. She not even gonna tell that you're nervous now because it's already, she not even gonna. She probably gonna be like, you don't look nervous, or you're not gonna seem as nervous when you just let her know that you're nervous. You feel what I'm saying? So if you feel nervous, let it be known, bro. Bro, that shit that bro said at the party, if it upsetted you, if it made you feel some type of way, let that shit be known, bro. If you got bro number, if you got bro Instagram, hit bro up like, hey man, I ain't like that shit that you said at the party, bro. Like I ain't like how you I felt like I was being targeted, bro. Like was that your intention? Like what was your intention through that thing that you said at the party? Was that meant to help me or was that meant to hurt me? Like what was your intention through that shit that you just said at the party? Do not get defensive. Let bro know how that comment made you feel that he made at the party. And 9 times out of 10, he's gonna say these two things. I was just playing, man. I was just playing. I was just playing. Or he's gonna try to deflate your emotions and he's gonna try to invalidate your emotions as if you shouldn't feel the way you feel. And if he does that, let him know, hey, look, man, I feel the way I feel. I felt disrespected at the party when you said that, and I'm just letting you know that. And do not go back and forth with bro because we grown ass men. We do not go back and forth with other grown ass men. That shit gay. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna tell you how I feel so my feelings can be released. And however you feel about the way I feel is not my fault. That is your fault. But that's basically all I gotta say, man. Express your fucking emotions. And you know what I'm saying? Do not be afraid to express your emotions. That's all I gotta say, y'all, man. I love y'all niggas. It's Queasy the King, and I'm out this hoe. Yeah.